And for all of you lucky enough to have the DVD version, here's a fuller look at the road to £1 million. So, Judith, question number one for £100. Here it is. Hopefully nice and straightforward. Complete the saying, as sick as a partridge, puffin, parrot, penguin.
Parrot.
Right answer, you got £100. All right so far?
Okay.
No problem? Okay. Have a look at question number two. It's worth £200. Which legal document states a person's wishes regarding the disposal of their property after death? Would, shall, should, will.
I think it might be will.
I think it might be will. It's the right answer. You got £200. Okay, have a look for £300. Question number three. Complete the title of the James Bond film, The Man with the Golden Tooth, Golden Gun, Golden Eagle, Golden Delicious. It's one of those.
The Golden Gun.
It's the right answer. You got £300. They do get harder. Sorry, bad news. They do get harder. No trick questions, but they get harder as the money goes up. You got £300. This is for £500. You've still got all three lifelines. You had no problem so far. Have a look, Judith, at question number four. Which of these fruits shares its name with something superior or desirable? Apricot, grapefruit, plum, mango.
Plum.
Superior or desirable?
Plum. Yes.
It's good. It's the right answer. You got £500. Okay, question number five is worth £1,000. First big milestone. Have a look at it. Take your time. Use a lifeline if you have to. You probably won't. Have a look. Question number five. In which sport do two teams pull at opposite ends of a rope? Tug of war, basketball, ice hockey, or polo?
It's tug of war. Chris.
It's tug of war. You got £1,000. So how are you feeling now then, after the nights of pressing buttons?
Relieved I've got to £1,000.
You've got £1,000, no problem. You've got all three lifelines. Have a look at question number six. It's worth £2,000. Take your time. You're 10 away from £1 million. This is question number 6 of the possible 15. Where would a cowboy normally put his chaps? On his head, on his arms, on his legs, on his hands?
On his legs.
What, his chaps?
His chaps.
Why would he put his chaps on his legs?
To stop his legs getting rubbed by the horse.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It's good. It's right answer. You got £2,000. Okay, have a look. Question number 7 is worth £4,000. You still haven't used your lifeline. Take your time. This is it. Which of these zodiac signs is not represented by an animal that grows horns? Taurus, Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries.
I think it's Aquarius.
What are you? What's your star sign?
Leo. That doesn't have horns either.
Well, it wouldn't be a lion. Final answer.
Yeah.
It's good. You got £4,000. Now, how are you feeling?
I'm getting more nervous.
More nervous?
Rather than less.
Why?
I don't know.
Last water?
No, thank you.
Oh, OK. Don't mind me asking. OK. Right. Question number 8 is worth £8,000. Sherpas and Gurkhas are native to which country? Russia, Ecuador, Nepal, Morocco.
It's Nepal.
Sure?
Yeah.
Been there?
No.
Want to go there?
No, I get vertigo in mountains.
Ah, you wouldn't like Nepal much then if you don't like mountains. Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
It's good. You got £8,000. I suppose that's made it worse now, has it? The more money I give you, the worse it gets.
It's getting worse.
It's very strange. You're supposed to. It's supposed to get better. Judith, have a look at question number 9. It's worth £16,000. Prime Minister Tony Blair was born in which country? England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales.
I'd like to ask the audience, please.
OK, audience, on your keypads, please. Let's try and get Judith up to £16,000. Although, Judith, you don't have to take their answer. You would lose 7 if they gave you a wrong answer. Have a look. Prime Minister Tony Blair was born in which country? A, B, C or D? All vote now for £16,000. 90% think England, 12% Northern Ireland, 53% say Scotland, 16% say Wales.
OK, I'll risk it and go for Scotland.
Final answer.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I wish you'd tell me. Don't tease. Tell me.
But I always tease.
I know you do.
It's the best fun I have. Oh, all right then. You had £8,000. You've just won £16,000. This is question number 10 of a possible 15. It's worth £32,000. Here it is. Whose autobiography has the title A Long Walk to Freedom? Ranulph Fiennes, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, Mikhail Gorbachev.
I think it's Nelson Mandela.
Play?
Yes, I do.
Final answer.
A final answer.
You just won £32,000. Which is a great way to come back. You came back with 16,000. You know now you're guaranteed to go home this Monday night with at least, have a look, that amount of money. Touch it if you want. £32,000. But we don't want to give you that. We will give you that, Judith. You know that whatever happens,
yes.
You go, don't jump, whatever happens, you go home with at least that amount of money. That's guaranteed, OK? Yeah. Have a look at question number 11. It's worth £64,000. Duffel coats are named after a town in which country? Belgium, Holland, Germany, Austria. Now take your time, you've got 2 lifelines. You've got 32,000 guaranteed.
It sounds sort of slightly Frenchy words. It could be Belgium. I have absolutely no idea, and I simply can't think of who on earth would know. I don't think it's Holland, because it doesn't sound like a Dutch word. So it could be 3 things, and I don't know.
You could do 50-50 and then phone a friend.
Yeah, I think I'd like to do 50-50.
OK. Computer, take away 2 wrong answers. Leave Judith the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. One of those is worth £64,000. One would leave you still with 32,000.
I think I'll try Belgium. And hope for the best.
Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
How do you think you've done?
I have no idea.
You just won £64,000.
Wow.
That's amazing! You just won £64,000. It's named after the town of Duffel, which is in Belgium. Have a look at that.
Lovely.
You
Very
still
nice.
kept that important lifeline as well. You've still got phone a friend.
Yeah.
We don't want to give you that. You've got 64,000 at the moment. You're guaranteed 32. You're 4 questions away from 1 million. Have a look at question number 12 of a possible 15. Complete this stage instruction in Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale. Exit pursued by a tiger, clown, bear, dog?
I'm afraid I don't know. I would like to phone a friend now. And I'd like to phone Jilly.
Jilly?
Jilly.
OK. Do you want me to tell her how much money's involved?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Jilly?
Yes?
Hiya, it's Chris Tarrant here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness.
Good evening.
Hi, I've got Judith here.
Yes.
She's doing rather well. She's come back on 16,000. At this moment, she's on 64,000 pounds. Next voice here will be Judith. She'll tell you the question. There are 30 seconds in which she'll tell you a question. There are 4 possible answers. One of them is worth 125,000 pounds.
Right.
Okay. Lots of luck, Judith. Your time starts now.
Jilly.
Yes?
Complete this stage instruction in Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale.
Yes.
Quotes, exit pursued by a either tiger,
Yes.
clown, bear, or dog.
Right, I know this one. I'm 100% sure it's a bear.
Oh, bless you.
I'm absolutely sure.
Oh, Jilly, thanks so much.
Oh, Jilly, bless you. Well, she sounded pretty confident. 100% is quite high.
Yeah, absolutely. She's the sort of thing she would definitely know, so I will definitely go for bear.
Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
It's the right answer. You just won 125,000 pounds. Hey! The young of which creature is known as a squab? Salmon, horse, pigeon, octopus.
I do know this.
You know it.
Yeah, I think so. It's a pigeon. Because you eat them in America, they're called squabs. Aren't they?
Judith, it doesn't work like that.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot.
It's up to you. It's worth £250,000.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not the other things, I think. It's not a young salmon, it's not a young horse. It's, again, it's elimination. I'm sure it's a squab. And you do eat them in America, and they're called squabs.
You want to play?
Yeah, I want to play. I thought of pigeon before the thing lit up. So I would like to play.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Give me the check. You don't want that anymore. You just won £250,000. Woohoo! Oh, look at this one. But we don't want to give you that. We don't want to give you that. You've got £250,000 at this moment. Have a look at the next question. It's worth £500,000. Have a look at question number 14. Who is the patron saint of Spain? St. James, St. John, St. Benedict, St. Peter.
I think it's St. James. And Spain is called Santiago. I'm sorry, but I'd like to do St. James.
Why are you apologising?
Well, because it's sort of frightening what I could lose. And I've seen someone lose it. But on the other hand, yeah, St. James, St. James, St. James. Santiago.
Patron saint of Spain, St. James, St. John, St. Benedict, St. Peter, for £500,000.
I think it is St. James.
Do you want to play?
Yes, I do want to play.
Final answer.
Yeah. Good or bad?
You've just won £500,000. That's extraordinary.
I know it's extraordinary. I I've been very lucky.
You haven't. You've been brilliant. You haven't been lucky at all. Just said, I've been very lucky. You have not been very lucky. You've been absolutely brilliant. You're guaranteed £32,000. You can walk away now with £500,000. You might as well have a little peep at the question, because otherwise it'll nag you forever. And also, I think you'll find the whole country wants to see the question anyway. If you give me a wrong answer, you still get 32,000. You lose £468,000. That's quite a lot, Judith.
Yes, I know.
Gosh. But it's worth £1 million. Have a look at question number 15 of 15. Which king was married to Eleanor of Aquitaine? Henry I, Henry II, Richard I, Henry V.
I think it's Henry II. I saw her tomb, fun enough, in France this summer.
And what did it say on it?
Well,
That's quite
I hope
important.
it said that she was married to Henry II. I said I wasn't going to gamble when I came back, and I sort of can't resist it.
You've got £32,000 at the moment. You've got £500,000.
I did it at school for A levels, and I'm I'm trying to remember.
Take
It
your
was rather
time.
a
Take
long
as long
time
as you
ago. I do think it's Henry II. I think it's Henry II.
You lose £468,000 if you're wrong.
I think it's worth going for.
It's up to you.
I'm going to say Henry II.
Final answer.
Yep. Final answer.
You've just won £1 million! You are amazing! £1 million! You've been absolutely incredible. Look at this. Rosie, come on down. Come on. Judith, come over here. You're in a worse state than Mum. I was going to think we'd never ever show this. Have a look at this. Pay Judith Keppel £1 million. Look at that. Good luck. Have a fantastic night. God bless you. Take it now and put it in the bag.